Welcome,
Hey,
welcome back, baby. So we got a lot of cool new things that we're gonna talk about today, review, go over. First and foremost, something that's pretty cool is a good friend of mine, his band Windchimes. They opened up for Signs of the Swarm. Now, speaking of new things, they just came out with a new album, which they played a lot of at the show that I went to in Pittsburgh, and it was at Preserving Underground. Which John, I know that you're probably not too familiar with it, but anybody from around Pennsylvania that watches knows a lot about Preserving Underground. It's like a church that they do a bunch of hardcore shows at in a basement.
that's
Uh,
awesome.
they upgraded the stage though. There's cool, a whole bunch of cool record store, or there's a cool record store there. They sell a whole bunch of records, very authentic kind of stuff. Like I believe my brother, he ended up finding a bunch of Faith No More
Hmm,
vinyls that were originally printed, original sealed,
dude,
that he
that's
took
crazy.
home. He got a Sounding the Seventh Trumpet one by Avenged Sevenfold,
Yeah,
so he was pretty excited about that one.
we did
There it is.
it.
But no, so before we talk about everything else that's out new and incredible, I think we can kind of focus on just a small local band from around my area got to open up for Signs of the Swarm, which to a lot of people they're a pretty big deathcore band, and they're local. They're from Pittsburgh. Ex vocalist CJ McCreary used to be in that band. They now have Dan, who's the vocalist from also from Pittsburgh. So it's really cool, especially being a small little band like Windchimes is. I've known about them for a long time. Like I said, a good friend plays, has been playing with them, went to multiple shows with them, and it was just awesome seeing such a cliche kind of group of people that like that scene coming to this show, because it was very hardcore esque, but it hands down one of the heaviest shows I've ever been to. So like 156 was there, Born Anew was there, Victims, Signs of the Swarm, Wind Chimes, and I'm missing another one. But either way, it was hands down one of the heaviest shows I've ever been to. It was very good show too. We're gonna have some of the videos that I recorded. We're gonna showcase a little bit of each of these bands, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys got to check some of these guys out. Wind Chimes, of course, being one. Born Anew and Victims, though, man, if you guys like hardcore, whoo, shit was nasty, John. I can't wait. This is gonna be a live reaction from you. You haven't seen any of them yet, so this is gonna be kind of cool to see.
Yeah,
What your initial thoughts are of it all. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's gonna be dope.
it's gonna be cool. We're gonna showcase Wind Chimes a little bit. They're on Spotify. They're on YouTube. Make sure you guys check them out. 156, Born Anew, Victims, all need to be added to your playlist, because all these guys, they're good. Good shit. And then, of course, we had Signs of the Swarm album come out. John, have you listened to any of that?
I just briefly touched on it and everything because it felt like I feel like not as many heavier albums have come out recently, so
No.
it was a good mix of it. I still, of course, actually just needed to remind everyone that "The Death We Seek" by Currents is still album of the year. So far, I
Woo!
nothing's been able to pass that one. Of like so
I,
good.
I don't
I
know
keep
if anything
returning
will
to it.
either.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard for anyone to match that kind of energy
Absolutely.
and stuff because that is like crazy. I also, just in case we wanted to do it, there was the Wind Chimes. Their song "She Begs" is on it, YouTube, so I downloaded that. If we ever want to do a reaction to one of their YouTube videos, give them some props because they only have 195 subscribers on their YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
So I was like,
They,
they need that exposure. We
they're
do
a good
too.
band. They're absolutely a good band. And for anybody that's following along with us, it's been checking us out each week, man. It's nice because you guys are creating a following as well, but you're able to find new music that maybe you didn't know anything about, find out new information each week, so it's pretty cool. You learn something new every day over here. But I think, you know what, why not? I went to one of the shows. We
Yeah.
might as well showcase some of these bands, see if people would like to add them to their playlist and stuff, because I think it's really cool. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with
No, I
sharing
think it's
music.
real cool. Yeah. I think it's super important, especially now of like we've talked about, like even the larger bands struggle to like make money to cover everything,
Oh,
because it's like you
absolutely.
still have to put it in there. Of like, you think even as much money as some of the musicians make, they're still having to put all that back into shows and stuff.
Absolutely.
Put everything there. So I think that's always good. Did you? And you said there's no set order. We can just kind of play the videos chronologically.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, Victims
Ooh.
has some badass merch. I have my shirt. It's in the hamper right now, but they got some good designs. We'll see. You know, I got to talk to the vocalist. Got a picture with him. It's pretty cool, man. You guys got to go to these little underground shows, because that's where you get the exposure. You get to meet these people
Yeah.
and kind of you know expand your communication with people that are in bands that might know some of your favorite people. You know what I mean? So it's just like little things like that. Networking uh, can help you out. Going to these little shows, and they're always fun. They're always full of energy, and I'm excited to have you guys all check this all out, because
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun.
And I think the important thing too is a lot of times with these live shows, I know you and I are very hard on Crown the Empire. Turns out they make a good live show. And
Oh,
everything.
they
And they're
were
still like putting
phenomenal.
it out there. Yeah. I was like, I remember when you said you were going to see them. I was like, hopefully it'll be good. And it is like,
Oh,
I think,
it was
yeah.
phenomenal.
So that's always excellent. Let's start out with this first clip here. Let's see this drive. So a short little 40.
That's Windchimes right there.
Nice.
Very Acacia Strain like, huh?
Yeah. It would have that like the real heavy dirge and everything.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hello everyone. It seems that the majority of you all are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please be sure to subscribe in order to keep up to date with more King Listener reviews content. Thank you. Now back to the episode.
And no, that was pretty awesome. And here is clip number 2.
That's Born Anew right there.
Nice. Nice.
So that was Born Anew. I think there's one more Born Anew, and then the rest are going to be Victims. But like straight hardcore, man. It was straight hardcore. It was such a good show. all around, it was a great show. And like, there's not, I don't know what it is about hardcore, man, but it's so simple. It's to the point, and you just want to bop your fucking head, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is, and you said this is Born Anew still?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Dude. Like, I it just makes you want to bop. This is what and this is the point of this episode specifically, is that it's about like these little bands, man. These little bands that are on the come up. Checking them out, listen to it. Like, you don't realize what you're missing if you're not like seeking it out, right?
Yeah.
But this happened to be right there when I went to go see my buddy, like I said, open up, and like I've seen all these other bands, and I'm like, God, man, like I have a platform now. I gotta tell people about this shit, because these guys, like every single band that was there that night, it just was so good. They were all so good, and like it just takes the right person to hear it. It just takes a little bit more of a share, a little bit more of an outreach, for these guys to be like the next big thing, So
Yeah.
Born Anew, funny story. The drummer, he had heat wave sunglasses like the ones that I have and I've been wearing to work, and I wore in the last episode. Well, I ended up walking in to the show, passing him. We had the same sunglasses. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" Sure as shit, he was the drummer for Born Anew. I was like, "What the hell?" But it was just, it's so cool, and like that's the kind of the thing. Like I recorded these specifically, more or less, just to really give some outreach for these groups to our fans as well. Like to maybe check them out one day, or out on a limb, just look them up, put them on your Spotify playlist, and just like let it go through, because I mean, they're already all on mine, every single one of them. It was great. So the next two ones we have will be Victims, who I got a picture with the vocalist, super cool, super outgoing kind of guy. Their merch was awesome. Their drummer's a girl. She beats the shit out of her drums. Like, it's insane. So I'm excited for us to watch these ones. And then we'll see what you think about it all together, John. And then we'll talk about it. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. Here it was, the merch there.
There it is.
And everything. That's awesome.
That's a vocalist, man. The dude is a badass.
Nice. They do have nice merch there.
Oh, dude, it was so cool. It was so hot in there, though. Oh my gosh, you could see.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sweating. Oh god, it was a fucking oven in there.
Yeah.
My goodness. But yeah, man, like that's the thing. Like you go to these little shows, you get to meet these vocalists, you get to meet these guys that are, maybe living your dream. You don't know. So, you know what? If you got a basement show going on down the road, man, go check that shit out, man, because they might be one of your favorite bands. Like right now, I've been kicking it heavy to all of them: Windchimes, Born Anew, and Victims. So like that's what I'm saying. I'd really love it if I just can't wait till we watch this Victims, and then I get a full reaction out of John. Let's see what John thinks of this stuff, guys.
Yeah, let's check this out real quick. Is this the right one?
Look at that energy.
Last one.
Fucking just stabs the hole in the snare.
Pittsburgh, if you've seen us before, you know what the fuck comes next. If you haven't, pay attention to your goddamn surroundings. I need to see everybody front to the back, side to side. Move your goddamn ass!
Then we got away from it. That was such a perfect perfect video capture right there. Her just destroying her fucking snare, stabbing the sticks through it. I think that was so cool. Her energy was insane, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna see in the other video that I sent. It'll be a full track. That was more of a like kind of video showing you just the energy by all of them was insane, especially her behind that kit. She beat the fuck out of those things, dude. It was incredible. And that was not the only time that she got up and screamed, and like you just heard it. It was insane. The energy throughout the entire show was just incredible. And then Victims came on, and it just was a whole new ball game of holy fucking shit. This is nuts. So
Preserving underground. Thank you so goddamn much. We've been Victims from Chicago, Illinois. Give it up for Signs of the Sword. Oh, but when you thought it was done, fuck that. Back fight one more time.
put her up there.
That's where you will get a little thirsty. Let's go. I have nothing left to live for. I'm gonna die. Get the fuck up here. That's why I called back. You see through my goddamn head. Hey, real quick, I just want to give it up for my man, Zach Backus, filling in for
man.
us. Very
Nice.
last second for coming out and crushing this set. Hey, give it up for everybody else.
What do we think, John?
Nice.
What do you
I
think?
am a fan. I also wanted to surprise you with something. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it. We love surprise.
Here it is. This is the surprise. This music video just dropped this week from them, from Victims, off their new album. They're promoting it.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking telling you.
Yeah.
We're sleeping on these guys.
No.
At the end, I'm just letting my reflection create the anticipation. Chaos starts inside my mind. Blocked to the region feels like an eye. An itch you can't see. It takes so quickly. Episode that shifts me, controls me, like kills me. Taste in, grab my judgment as it fucking sets in like poison.
I told you, I was like, I'm a fan and we need to see a little bit more. So I figured surprise you with the music video.
Dude,
I was like, that drummer, she's wild.
dude, she
That
beats the
energy.
fuck out of that kid, dude.
I know. I was like, it's all taped up. It's all like that's.
Oh man, like I thought I beat the fuck out of my kid behind me here, but no, she fucking destroys them. I'm sure every time after she's done using her cymbals, she has to get a new set because she bends them.
Yeah, so
But no, man, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like that's straight like it's like hardcore met 1999 self-titled Slipknot.
Mhm.
And then we throw in some newer deathcore vocals, and that's like what Victims is. Like it's very cool. It's a very cool like new era of hardcore, right? So
Yeah,
I
because that's the
love it.
crazy part is that it is like kind of like a theme we've been talking about is that genre fusion that's going on
Yeah,
and stuff. Also, too, Meredith kills it on vocals. Like I'm always impressed by drummers who also do vocals. Like that's a big thing. I remember there's a great video on YouTube of I think Recreant, Chelsea Grin, of him doing the vocals from the drums and everything, and it's just like always a good time.
absolutely.
Like
It's one of the hardest things to do too.
Yeah. You're right though. She definitely has to replace half that kid afterwards.
Oh, I love it though. That's
Like,
that's the kind of
That
energy.
energy, yeah.
I love it, dude. I'm telling you, if she would have jumped from behind that kid and got in the mosh pit, for one, I wouldn't have been surprised. I wouldn't have been like, "Oh, holy fuck, what the?" I would have expected it. Second off, I think she would have laid out every motherfucker in there, dude, because she was fucking nuts. But yeah, man, Victims, check them fucking out. Check out Windchimes. Check out Born Anew. Check out all those groups, man, because those are the kind of bands that just need the right people to hear, right?
That's true. And
So-
two, yeah. Victims are coming out with a new album because we have a Friday the 13th this year. It's October 13th. So that's going to be big drops of a bunch of things I suspect are dropping around out that day.
Yes.
Because, like, how often do you get that lineup of October 13th on a Friday?
Yes, exactly.
So that's going to be amazing.
You know, with all of that, though, all of that considered, you know, John, what did you think so far, like, of just what you heard, you know?
I think
with all of them.
Yeah, all of them were really great and everything. I'd like to hear more of Windchimes and everything was really nice, like those samples and stuff, and that energy of being able to like keep the crowd up there and everything. Always a big fan of, like you said, these small shows like that can make a big difference and stuff of just getting in front of the right people and everything. And I'm always impressed by openers who put on a really solid act when sometimes the crowd's not always as into them because they're not always there for them and everything. So I think that's always a solid time. I know for sometimes underground shows, you do have more people there for the opener.
Absolutely.
And everything. So that's always good.
And it's like, it's incredible though, because this is where a lot of these big time bands started, you know, in local bars, you know, Asking Alexandria, Parkway Drive, Bring Me, Knocked Loose. Hell, Knocked Loose used to be playing shows up in probably New Jersey, and they're from, oh my God, where the hell? Kentucky? They're from Kentucky, you know? So like, just all these bands that like you do know, you do love, they all started there too. Just needs the right attention grab. So
Yeah.
I was very thankful that I got to go watch my buddy Dylan perform yet again. And I hope, if anything, we can help out, build all those bands up and show some people new music, because you know, it's not our normal, you know, where we're talking about Will Ramos, we're talking about the big bands, you know. This is more of a focus in on the little groups, the little bands that, you know, are looking for that next big thing, right?
Yeah.
So anything we can do to help share, spread the love, we're gonna do. So I was really glad that we've got the chance to do this platform.
Yeah. Because that's the main thing is like, for one, they are really blowing up and everything. Because you saw the difference of like, for one, putting on an incredible live show is always great, but also that production value of that video and stuff of like the whole thing. And I thought it was really cool of like, sometimes when people do music videos like that, they get like an actress or something. I thought it was real cool that they used Meredith, the drummer, and everything. I was like, that's always cool. and everything. And I like the too shouting out like support them with merch and everything, because especially with these underground shows, I can guarantee you most of the small shows, at least the venue's not taking 20% off the top of all merch sales and stuff.
Yes.
Usually, because it's like that's the crazy thing is Live Nation shows and everything. Like shirts are going for $50 because like the band's only seeing like maybe $10 out of that, and the venue's taking $10. I'm like, oh, it's always good to support them and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the best way. That's the best thing we can do, right? As
Mhm.
fans of the genre, of the niche genre that we all love and enjoy deeply. But there's just nothing better than finding a new like little group that you know that you
Yeah.
just want to constantly listen to.
And you said it's Dylan Geisler is the drummer on Windchimes?
Dylan is the guitarist.
Guitarist. Okay. I was like, I was trying to figure out. Because there is a music video that we might be able to toss in for Windchimes, give them some love as well, if we'd want to.
Let's do it.
Everything up there. This is a lot of surprises for you. You're back home. Figure we're going to do some good stuff there.
Thank God we're back.
Everything.
Yeah, but here we go.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the description of this video, and it says that Dylan's filling in on the drums in this video. Or in this something. I was like, huh. Oh, wait, no, bass. He was playing bass in this.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And this is called Ski Bags by Windchimes. That was intense.
Talk about touchy subjects within the music video. No,
That's like, oh
that's
man.
I love that. I love that music video though by them because it's putting something in front of you that you subconsciously slightly ignore, right? So, we saw the
Yeah.
pollution, we saw the garbage dumps, we saw the animals burning in the forest fires getting thrown away. Like that shit's, that's stuff that we all subsequently ignore. We know what's going on, but we don't, there's nothing we do about it besides, nothing. We do nothing. So,
Yeah.
with that
And
being said,
she begs for help, Mother Nature. I was like,
yep,
that's crazy.
talk about a deep meaning to something. So, something that I always like to address about Windchimes when I do listen to them, I really enjoy Larry's vocals. I do. They're different. They're very different, very deep, and I don't know. He's got this emotion behind his highs as well. Like the pleading and the begging kind of sound within it. They're very good group. It's different though. It's kind of like I would love to ask Dylan what they are exactly. It's kind of like a blackened death metal-ish kind of sound with the screaming, but I do really like Larry's vocals. The instrumentals are very straightforward and to the point, but it's more the message that's behind that song that or all their songs really that sets everything aside. So if you're into anything that's not the normal metalcore, deathcore, Windchimes is definitely 100% that band for you guys to check out. I know that I'm a fan. They always bring great energy. They have a great live performance, and it's been awesome watching them kind of grow. It's kind of been like LJ when we had LJ on. I knew that he was part of Royal Revise, and I knew that he was a part of Deathbed. So watching him get to that point, go to the Warped Tour shows, get with all these other bigger named bands, that band right there that we just listened to, open for Signs of the Swarm, that just dropped a brand new album. I'm pretty sure the day of the show. So you know what I mean? Like things like that are cool,
Yeah. No, I think it's super cool and everything because I think it's nice to like see these small bands like doing everything, stepping up and everything. I think here's one brief cool thing that I do have to shout out to people and everything is Pig Squeal Mother Nature makes amazing music videos. Of like if you want to see like music, heavy music and beautiful scenery.
Oh my god, I think I shared this the other day.
Yeah. Tactosa, the Bleeding Machine, featuring Alicia. I was like, I just had to because I was like, you see a bunch of sad scenes of Mother Nature, and it's like that's why you gotta appreciate it because the wilderness is beautiful.
Behind that shit, and you'll be golden, son. I
was like, we had to see some happy images of nature.
Oh yeah,
Windchimes.
Like I said, though, each band that we talked about a little bit on this episode, you guys 100% just check them out.
Yeah,
it may not be your cup of tea, but don't be afraid to share the love. We're all here. We're all here trying to do one thing, and that's grow, become better. So if we can help out someone else selflessly, it's not going to hurt anything. If anything, it's going to help you. It's going to give you dharma, better things coming forward. Good things happen to good people. So
yeah. So definitely follow Windchimes. Like they're small on YouTube, but like that support. Like people always ask of like, what are good ways you can support an artist? It costs nothing to like. It costs nothing to subscribe. Hint, hint. Like it's an easy way to help people out. Of like show them you appreciate them because you see of like all it takes is like being seen by the right people and stuff. If Windchimes is doing their stuff, Victims, like you saw that new album, that's just gonna blow up and everything. 11,000 views in 5 days, like that's decent, and it's only gonna go up.
I'm excited for what this year is going to continue to bring because it's been nonstop, and we got a bunch more albums to come out. We still got our top 3, but we'll see what happens towards the end of the year, guys. But
that's true.
If you're still with us, thank you for checking us out. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Come on. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, King Listener. Follow John. We both are very busy individuals, but we love doing this. We love letting our passion bleed through for you guys. show you guys something new. So like I said, we're available on all platforms. Give us a like, give us a follow, share, spread the love. John, anything you'd love to say?
Oh, I think that you said it all. And like I think support these small bands, but also like think about how you're consuming and everything. Of like those scenes from, we don't often think about it. Of like, I think oftentimes people think that like recycling's where it's at, when actually it's reduce, reuse, recycle of stuff. Like a lot of times, like you think that your recycling is actually going to like be recycled, but they've done a lot of studies. A lot of times it ends up just getting dumped in some other country that tells us they're recycling it and everything. Like those scenes were real, of like dumping out a bunch of aluminum cans and glass bottles and stuff. So always it's nice to be considerate and everything. It's just that extra touch. And shout out Windchimes for like bringing those things up, because you never see that stuff in front of your face.
No, that's what I said. That's something that I've always liked about that group.
Yeah.
They've always brought up something that is right in front of all of us that we just ignore. So, like I said, guys, thanks for checking us out. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.